back there. Thanks, Tara.
Yeah, thank you, Tara. Appreciate you.
How's it going, everybody? You've been enjoying the show? Yes, sir. Was it worth the $200? It's been great.
But here's the real question. How are you doing?
Amazing.
How are you doing? There you go. All right. I'm going to steal that one, too.
Love it. So how many in the room, if you own a roofing company, are you doing over $5 million a year revenue? Over 5, okay. Over 10? Over 16? All right, we got 1. So a little background on who Uglyroof is and my virtual sales. We get the next slide. We owned a roofing company. So we owned a roofing company out of Morgantown, West Virginia, Pittsburgh, PA. Those were our 2 main markets. We grew our company over 4 years from 7 to 16 million. And then in 2024, we sold to private equity. During that time, we kept our close rate actually in the low 50s to high 40s. So Kevin was our sales manager. If you want to know what a $16 million sales manager looks like, he's kind of short but handsome.
Oh,
okay?
my.
So
short and handsome.
Talking a little bit about that, we also saw by a raise of hands how many people have done over $1 million or $2 million. Kevin, on your team of 10 sales guys, how many did over $1 million?
All of them.
How many did over $2 million? 2
of them.
So when we looked at our company, we were successful. We were able to charge, basically we'd command a premium in the market. We scaled the company rapidly. How did we do it? Next slide. 2 things that helped our company tremendously was, first of all, our sales process. So we worked with sales professionals, and then we ended up developing our own presentation. But then we had it all set out, so I came on and actually sold for this company. I had everything I needed to start. So even though I had never done roofing before, they put me into the training. They said, here, learn this. They had it all built out. Learn this presentation, learn this script. Here's what you do when you get to the inspection. Here's how you close the deal. All I had to do was learn. And that's something that I was able to do. And so rather quickly, we could take a guy like me who'd never been on a roof before, and within a few months, we could make that guy $1 million producer.
He's slightly taller and less handsome, though. Sorry.
So in addition to the sales process, the other thing that helped us out tremendously was roof rejuvenation. About 5 or 6 years ago, we were looking to add roof rejuvenation to our company, but we didn't like any of the people who were available. So what did we do? We created our own roof rejuvenation. We actually teamed up with a scientist. We developed our product, which we call Uglyroof. It's made right in Pennsylvania. So what I want to do just quickly is get you guys, if you've never heard, show hands, how many have heard of roof rejuvenation before? All right, so for the hands that didn't go up, I want you to feel a little bit better about what rejuvenation is. So if you click on the UR logo there, that works too, either way. So what roof rejuvenation is, actually let's go one more slide over. Essentially, it's a process for us to be able to maintain a roof. So what led us to roof rejuvenation is we made the decision to actually get rid of siding and windows. We went roofing only. That year, we grew our revenue. But what we found is kind of like I'd go into every house and I'd tell every homeowner the same thing. You need a new roof. Now, does every homeowner believe you? No. Did every homeowner even need a new roof? So the reason, though, you say, well, why don't you just sell roof repairs? Because there's no money in it. So that's what we encountered. As a sales rep, do you want a $100 commission? No. So what rejuvenation was, it was a way for us to solve the problem of not everybody needed a new roof, and our sales guys didn't want to sell repairs. And the way that we did that is we were able to offer maintenance. So when we go out, we send a 2-man crew out. We'll do a roof cleaning. The roof will actually go from black, it's a little harder to see on this screen, to a lighter color in about 15 minutes. After a couple weeks, once everything washes down, the roof looks brand new again. But what we found is that as we would clean roofs, we would go back and they would be blistering, the granules would be coming off even faster. We were actually hurting the shingles. And the reason for that is the black stuff that grows on a roof, does anybody know what it is? Algae. What is it? If you had to explain that to a customer, what is algae in its simplest form? What do you call an unwanted plant? It's a weed, yeah. So if you pull a weed up out of the garden, what comes up with it? Roots, dirt, you have a hole. So what we're doing is we're killing the algae, but guess what? We're leaving the hole behind. What roof rejuvenation does is it's a 2-part product. First of all, it's an asphalt softener. It's a bio-based asphalt softener that penetrates all the way through the shingle to the tar seal. As that softener softens the shingle, we're actually adding SBS to that shingle. Does everybody know what SBS is? So if you sell an impact-resistant shingle, you should know what SBS is. It's a synthetic rubber that they put in impact-resistant shingles. Manufacturers have been doing this for over 15 years. A lot of the roads we drive on have SBS in them. So essentially, in a process of about 4 hours, we make the customer's home look like new again. We take care of any of the leak points, and we leave them with a synthetic or an SBS modified shingle. So the results are the shingles are much more flexible, the shingles seal back down, and the granules stay on the roof where they belong. Next slide, please. So I want to show you, this video here is going to be a 17-year-old shingle, and then we came back to that roof 2 weeks later. So imagine a 17-year-old shingle 2 weeks later, if you hit that big white play button in the middle there.
Look how much these things have sealed down. Look at the pliability of this thing. You can bend it over backwards. See how it's stuck down there again? Yeah, the pliability of these things are amazing. Look at that. Wow. Bend it over like bubble gum. Bring it back. Doesn't break it.
That's good. You just click in the middle. It'll pause it. So you just watched the bubblegum video. I've only seen this video like 3,000 times, but it's still impressive for a 17-year-old shingle to be flexible like that. I have a couple sample shingles back there if you'd like to see it. So let's talk a little bit of the dollars and cents. Kevin, what did we charge for a roof rejuvenation in Pittsburgh compared to a roof replacement?
Typically anywhere from about a quarter to a third of the cost of a replacement. So if you had a $15,000 roof, then you'd maybe charge about $3,500 for the rejuvenation. If it was just a repair, though, imagine what that was going to be. That would be, we did a repair minimum, so we did $2,000, but I don't know if you have repair minimum, so you could have a $1,000, $2,000 ticket go to $4,000 very easily with rejuvenation.
So our average repair ticket went from $1,000 to $5,400. What could a salesman make roughly on a rejuvenation with our company if they sold it?
So we incented it pretty well. So we did 15% commission on rejuvenation. So if you did a $5,000 rejuvenation, you're making $750. As opposed to, again, if you're going out and doing a $1,000 or $2,000 repair, which we pay 10% on, you're making $100 or $200.
So the question I always get is, but I want to replace roofs. That's what I do. I replace roofs. Why would a roofing company want to add this, and did it hurt our roof replacement business?
No, not at all. A couple benefits, I would say, every roofing company. So from a sales rep perspective, who runs repairs? Who sells repairs in here? Okay. Do you like selling repairs? Do you love selling repairs? No. But if you had the opportunity to double your commission and double your average ticket, would you be happier running a repair lead? Right? Okay, so that's the first benefit from a salesperson's perspective. And then also from the customer side of it, we talked about now you have a solution that allows the homeowner to extend the life of their roof for at least 5 years. So you have homeowners that simply, one, maybe can't afford it, don't need to replace their roof. Who else has that solution in your market? Probably no one else. And oh, by the way, you can warrant that for 5 years if you follow the model that we put in place. What's the typical warranty on a repair?
No warranty repair.
Say it again?
No warranty repair.
No warranty on a repair. But if you were able to leverage a 5-year repair warranty, do you think that would separate you in your market from other contractors? Absolutely, right? So now you have an opportunity inherently built into rejuvenation to take care of a homeowner, double your average ticket, more than double your commission, and separate you from everyone else in the market. What's one of the biggest objections that you get when you're selling a roof? Let's just say retail, because I know we have a lot of stuff, but you're selling a roof. What's one of the big objections that you get? Price, right? So maybe it's too expensive. You're higher than everyone else. Clay said it. We were 20 to 25% higher selling asphalt shingles in the Pittsburgh market. So we actually had a solution that if we could not convince and demonstrate the value and sell that roof to someone, we had something that no one else had that was a fraction of the price. So those are really, I think, what I would say the benefits from the sales rep's perspective, the company. And oh, by the way, re-roof drives top line, so as owners drives your top line revenue, but then rejuvenation really contributes to the net profit bottom line.
Yeah. So it's fun. So what Uglyroof does is if this product interests you at all, you can jump on a Zoom call with myself, Kevin, and Ty. We're not a franchise model. We're more like distribution. So we can get you the material, we can get you the equipment, we can get you the training to do this and offer this with your company. And what we found with us, it lowered our lead costs. We went after repairs. It raised our top line revenue. We had a nice EBITDA boost when we sold the company. It raised our closing percentages. We went from about 35% to the low 50s, high 40s. So if you leverage this option, not only will you make more as a salesman, but you'll make more as an owner. Now, that gives me an opportunity. I want to talk about the second thing we did for our company. If we go back to go back that way a couple slides. Keep going. Click on MVS for me. So our process is something that we offer to roofing companies. So wouldn't it be great if you could have a sales leader of a $16 million roofing company, all retail, train and coach your team every week? We found that a lot of people really wanted to learn how we did it. So what we've done is we created a sales training company that's separate from Uglyroof called My Virtual Sales. And so what this company does is we implement a strategy that's helped roofing companies sell over $100 million in revenue. We're actually working with private equity platforms to help them develop their sales processes. We have over 50 contractors in, I think, 28 states that use our sales software and training, and it's been out there in the real world, so it gets better every day. If we could grab the next slide, please. So let's talk about our sales process, and again, for time's sake, I can't get deep into it, but what I will say is that if you don't have a process, when I go to a lead, I do this exact thing every time, do it. At least sit down and put some pen to paper, because when you find, like we talked with Brandon Thrower yesterday, the dude's systematic. He does the same thing every time. That was something we saw across top performers every time. We had a couple individuals in our company who were 60% closers, over 2 million. Guess what? They did the same thing every time. So the process we teach is how to do a check-in and a good inspection. We can set you up with a really nice presentation and closing techniques. The My Virtual Sales program, if we grab the next slide.
I think we just have like 30 seconds.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
So Kevin, just briefly, go to the next slide. That's me training Hero. Give them just a quick overview of what My Virtual Sales is and some of the tools we have.
Yeah, so it's an engage in-home presentation where you're able to draw the homeowner in. It's a consultative approach. It's questions. If you sit down with the homeowner, it's probably hundreds of questions. So that you can identify exactly what the homeowner wants, what they need, and you can provide that solution. We also take and analyze help you identify your KPIs, analyze them, understand what that story looks like, and then validate that story in the field when you go out and do coaching on ride-alongs. And coaching, of course, for any leaders or any of the sales managers in the business, too. And I'll say one thing about our process, right? When you stick to a process and you do the same thing every time, you know what's working when it's going well, and you can identify what's not working when it's not. And that's what a process can do for you and why it can make you more successful. So I think we'll close there.
Yeah, so jump on Zoom with us. We're super low pressure on our side. We want to help you guys. You're good companies. You're good people. That's why you're here. If we can just give you some of the nuggets that helped us grow our company, that's what we're going to try to do on those calls. And of course, if we can work with you, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.